Yo, Hideyuki here. The rebelling rose, the messenger of facts, the one born to be berserk, the one chained to oblivion, returning yet again with another excellent video. You know, anime of 2025 has been an absolute sleaze. It's been absolutely garbage. I can't believe this is what anime has become. There's nothing of quality coming out anymore, man. Fuck, I remember when anime was about quality, not quantity. When anime was about passion and not trying to be greedy. Oh boy, but yet there were so many garbage anime that came out this year that I decided to compile a list of the absolute worst of the worst that has come out this year. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. First up on the list, we got Bullet. Oh boy. This is by the same director that made Jujutsu Kaisen. So from that, I already know, okay, we're going to be in for some trash for sure. And I remember trying to watch it and be like, okay, let me check this out. Let me see, maybe, just maybe something. Just let me see if it has anything of substance. And I'm watching it, right? I'm watching that first episode. And these characters are awful, man. The way they talk is annoying. The story is the same nonsense we've seen a million times with the kind of apocalyptic story that it has. The animation is god-awful. And I just, there's nothing good about it. I mean, the music's horrible. The voice acting is cringe. There's nothing good about this. And to top it all off, right? This is a series about battle vehicles and racing and it's trying to be a homage and tribute to old action movies. And you're doing all that, right? Then why is it that your animation for your vehicles, right, can't even surpass CGI from the 2000s? The animation for the cars looks so garbage in here. It's insane. Oh, boy. Imagine, right? Not being able to beat something like Hot Wheels, Acceleracers. That was from the early 2000s, man. And the CGI in there look better than this shit. Oh, man. Oh, that's insane. There's nothing dynamic with the action. You don't feel no force, no speed, nothing. It's just a failure in every way. It can't even get its own gimmick right. Anyways, moving on from that trash. Next up on the list, we have Jujutsu Kaisen Execution. I don't know why frauds are still hyped up for Jujutsu Kaisen, especially after that shady-ass manga ending, man. But of course, leave it to the anime-only casuals that never read the manga hyping up the anime and just being ignorant that Jujutsu Kaisen is trash and will always be trash. And not to mention, the movie is nothing but a clip movie. Why do we like clip movies, goddammit? The fuck is wrong with y'all? You'll watch recompiled bullshit over and over again instead of actual creativity, instead of actual storytelling. You're gonna watch some compiled nonsense. Man, get the fuck out of here. Moving on from that trash. Next up on the list, we have My Hero Academia Season 8. Oh, brother, man. This is the same thing with Jujutsu Kaisen where, let's forget that the manga ending was absolutely garbage. Everyone clowned on that shitty-ass ending. But all of a sudden, man, Deku, man, he's going away. Oh no, I have to say goodbye to these characters. And I grew up with these characters and I can't believe the show's ending. Shut the fuck up, man. Get your crying bitch ass up on out of here, man. God damn, crying over here like Deku's fraud ass. Man. Y'all just don't have no good taste in sight. See, this is the dangerous thing about hyping up mainstream anime, man. These casual losers grow up with this shit, and that becomes their masterpiece. They get bound by nostalgia, and now they think it's the greatest shit ever. Look here, My Hero Academia Season 8 was absolutely trash. I did a groundbreaking, incredible video exposing that trash already. So there's really not much else to say on that. If you want more details, you could always go to that video. But yeah, I mean, My Hero has always been garbage, man. These final arcs aren't doing anything to make up for how bad that trash ending is. We all know how it's gonna play out. Making Deku edgy and being the hero. And oh man, he's finally learning something. I'm like, ugh. It doesn't work. No one cares about these characters. No one cares about no Bakugo. No one cares about no Shigaraki. Oh, but his backstory and the conflict, oh, it's so tense, man. Like, ugh. Anyways, moving on from that nonsense. Next up on the list, we have My Dress Up Darling Season 2. I find this anime to be extremely egregious because no one can take this kind of story seriously. This doesn't happen in real life. The nerdy guy doesn't get with the popular hot chick. It doesn't happen, man. And if you guys were admitting that and being like, okay, yeah, I know it doesn't happen in real life, man, but, you know, I'm a loser or whatever. I'm still going to watch it, you know. Okay, fine, whatever. I'll be okay with that. But to actually think for a second, right? To actually think that this is a masterpiece? Oh, hell no. You got some screws loose. You're not up there quite all right. Something's not right. Because there ain't no way you actually think that corny story makes a lick of sense. And season 2 is worse than the last. I mean, the music sucks. The animation is absolute garbage. There's just nothing going on. It's just more corny drama, more fan service, and nothing of substance, just like My Dress Up Darling has always been. Anyways, moving on from that absolute atrocity. Next up on the list, we have Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Boy, why do we still care about Demon Slayer in 2025, going on into 2026? This manga ended ages ago. There ain't no way you guys are still excited for this. But of course, leave it to the anime onlys to be like, oh man, whoopie no, man, I want to get in on the action. And leave it to the reviewers. And now I'm seeing people out the woodwork that never watched Demon Slayer in their life, never read that manga in their life, reviewing the movie, saying, oh man, that was an incredible movie. Oh man, the Demon Slayer movie proves that anime's not dead and real movies are shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Fake ass anime fan, never been there, never was repping that shit. But now your clown ass wants to come into anime and to mainstream garbage anime, no less. That's just simply pathetic. I can never be someone that does that. Now you want to parade around with your bad taste and hype up this movie. For what? The Infinity Castle arc is absolute trash, man. I mean, there's nothing good that happens in that arc. Demon Slayer has always been garbage, man. The story is absolutely awful. It's nothing but a Rurouni Kenshin plus Bleach ripoff. It's just, ugh. How the fuck do we still care about Demon Slayer? Oh, that's just truly pathetic. I can't believe people actually think this movie's good in any sense. Anyways, moving on. Next up on the list, we have Dandadan Season 2. Oh boy. You know, if you know me, I can't stand Dandadan. I think Dandadan might be one of my most hated series of all time, other than One Piece. Because there's just something about Dandadan that most other anime I can kind of overlook. You know, most other anime that are egregious or does some crazy shit, I'm like, okay, I can understand why people like it. Okay, I can give it a pass or whatever, even though I don't like it. But Dandadan is one of those series where I can't let this shit go. You know, Dandadan is such an insult to anime and to real anime fans that the fact that it even got popular, the fact that it even got mainstream, riding off to the success of Chainsaw Man. You know, Chainsaw Man's always greater than Dandadan. That's straight facts. The fact that it does that is even more insult to injury. You know, is even more salt on the wound. And not to mention season 2 adapts that garbage Evil Eye arc, where Evil Eye is probably one of the worst characters in that series. I cannot stand Evil Eye for the life of me, man. He is the absolute most annoying garbage ass character I've ever seen in that series, man. I remember reading that manga and just experiencing his nonsense. I'm just like, oh, how can anyone like this character? And you know what's so funny about Dandadan? Dandadan has all these characters that are edgy and they don't get along with each other, but all of a sudden they become best friends, best buddies instantly? Like, what the fuck? That's not how friendship works. Oh my goodness, man. You're a shonen and you can't even get friendship right. Oh, that could never be me. Anyways, moving on. Next up, we have Ubel Blot. Oh boy, yeah, Ubel Blot was so bad that I damn near forgot it. I was like, oh, Ubel Blot, what the fuck is that? It's just another Berserk wannabe. It's just a Berserk clone. There's nothing significant about it, you know, and it's sad because I remember when it was first being announced, losers were hyping it up. They acted like, you know, they actually liked the manga when, you know, they never read that manga, man. They just saw the trailer and thought it was going to be cool. And for the people that did read it, they're like, oh man, it's even better than Berserk. I'm like, what the fuck? Ain't no way you thought that. And then the anime comes out, flops instantly. And then where are the losers? You know, they're hiding in their shells. They're like, oh fuck, I didn't hype that up. Yuki, don't come after me, man. I didn't hype it up. Yeah, sure you didn't. Anyways, moving on. Have Gotcha Kuda. The absolute garbage anime about garbage. You know, these mangaka don't give a fuck, man. They're talking about, you know, trash in front of your face and you don't even realize that. Oh man, I just couldn't imagine actually being hyped up for this. But you know, anime like this is very dangerous because this is catered towards low IQ individuals that only care about hype and fights and power-ups. You know, they only care about, oh, but the message, man, about cherishing the things close to you. I'm like, corny ass story, fuck that, man. Ain't nothing deep or compelling about this story. And Gotcha Kuda has always been that way. It wants to try so hard to appeal to the hood weebs, to appeal to the hood otaku, to the Black Air Force energy crowd, that it's just sad. It's truly pathetic. Anyways, moving on from that garbage. We have Togen Anki next. Oh boy. What can I say about this CGI trash? I'm getting really sick of CGI in anime, man. I mean, there's only 2 companies that are able to do CGI right. Square and the company that did the Harlock movie. But other than that, whenever I see CGI in anime, I'm just like, oh goodness Lord, here we go again, man. And Togen Anki is no different. It's nothing but a Blue Exorcist ripoff. It's nothing but another dark fantasy shonen trying to chase the trends. And the animation is so garbage, it's insane. I'm like, oh my god, man. Like, these studios aren't even trying anymore. I mean, the characters glitching through each other. You know, animation looking wonky as fuck, clunky, no smoothness. Nothing looks natural about it. I'm like, oh my god, man. Oh, fuck. Anyways, moving on from that trash. Last but not least, we have One Punch Man Season 3. Oh boy. Oh, what was all that hype about One Punch Man Season 3? Oh, it's gonna be one of the greatest seasons of One Punch Man. Oh, it's gonna be so peak. It's gonna have one of the best arcs. And guess what? It still turned out to be trash. Oh man. All of that hype for nothing. Oh boy. I couldn't believe losers actually thought One Punch Man Season 3 was gonna be good. You know, again, One Punch Man has always been garbage. It's nothing but a goofy comedy that can't be taken seriously. is nothing but parody garbage, comedy nonsense. And then every time it tries to take itself seriously, I'm just like, ugh. You can't do goofy comedy shit and then all of a sudden be serious. That's not how you do it. Now, there's some exceptions, right? Zetsubo Sensei, for example, is a manga that can be goofy and still be serious, and it works. Welcome to the NHK is another good example that can do that. But this is not one of those times, man. It just doesn't work here, man. Animation is absolutely god-awful. Even worse than the first or the second season. You know, the characters are absolutely trash. I don't know why people like Garo, a garbage character. And yeah, there's just nothing going on to make this season good. You know, there's no excuse. When will you One Punch Man fans realize that the series is trash? It's nothing but, you know, Mob Psycho all over again. And that's the thing. How the fuck did that creator got away with doing 2 of the same series? Oh, but one's about superheroes and the other one's about psychics. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. But he's essentially writing the same story if you think about it, but we just give it a pass, right? Okay, all right, whatever. Oh boy. But yeah, with that being said, those were the absolute worst, most egregious, trash, undeserving anime that came out this year. Oof, holy fuck. I could have added some more anime because there was so much garbage, man. Holy fuck. But those are definitely the worst of the worst. And anime of 2026 ain't looking much better. I'm already seeing some hyped up garbage. And yeah, it's bad. It's pretty damn bad. But never to fear, you know, because I might actually put out some greatness. Because you guys need to see what good anime looks like, man. I might even put out some recommendations. Because fuck, man, there's just so much garbage anime. I'm like, y'all need a reminder of what good anime looks like. So might do that in the future. But anyways, with that being said, Hideyuki here, the Rebelling Rose, and until next time, I'll see you. Have Gotcha Kuda, the absolute garbage anime about garbage. You know, these mangaka don't give a fuck, man. They're talking about you know, trash in front of your face and you don't even realize that. Oh man, I just couldn't imagine actually being hyped up for this. But you know, anime like this is very dangerous because this is catered towards low IQ individuals that only care about hype and fights and power ups. You know, they only care about but the message, man, about cherishing the things close to you. I'm like, corny ass story. Fuck that, man. Ain't nothing deep or compelling about this story. And Gotcha Kuda has always been that way. It wants to try so hard to appeal to the hood weebs, to appeal to the hood otaku, to the Black Air Force energy crowd, that it's just sad. It's truly pathetic. Anyways, moving on from that garbage.